We are so focused on what we think we can and can't do. But here's the problem. When we do that, when we focus on what we think we can or can't do, we are limiting God's work in our life. We become that self fulfilling prophecy. When we say, I can't, you're absolutely right. Because you think you can't. We limit God's work in and through our lives. So, what should we do? Well, the replacement principle teaches us that in order to overcome the frail goats of our lives, we must replace I can't with he can. In Luke 137, scripture tells us, for nothing is impossible with God. That's why in Philippians 4:13 it says, for I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. What God do you serve? What Jesus lives inside of you? Not mine. Because with my Jesus, I can do everything. Because you see, as a Christian, we have all the blank we need to do whatever God has called us to do. We have all the power we need to do everything God has called us to do. We have all the talent we need to do everything God has called us to do. We have all the time we need to do everything God has called us to do. That's why in Galatians 2:20 it says, my old self has been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. So I live in this earthly body by trusting in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. We don't live this life in our own power. No, we live it by God's. And with him, all things are possible. We can do everything through Christ who gives us strength.